So last time we met, we started playing around with Passport.js. We had created a database where we can try out our new library, Passport.js, that allows us to use a single consistent API to be able to manage users and log in and register them and authenticate them consistently across several strategies. We're looking at one particular strategy first. We're looking at the local strategy that allows us to log in users and authenticate them using local databases against a database that we manage. Later on, we'll introduce other strategies that will allow us to authenticate them against other third-party authentication authorities. So we had created a database right here, webdev spring 2017 Passport.js. We configured. We're using Mongoose to be able to connect to the database and talk to the database. We had configured Q as the promise library that will allow us to asynchronously talk to the database. We had created a very simple model for the user, just a username, password, and first name for now. We created a couple of methods that allowed us to create and find and retrieve users using several criteria, either by credentials, with username and password, and also by ID. And here they are, right? And here's where we had created our first three users, right? Which are now in MongoDB. There they are: Alice, Bob, and Charlie. Then we wrapped this model. Yes. Yeah. So right. So we're connecting to this specific database. We're not using the database that we were using for the assignment all throughout the semester. We're creating one specific database to us play around just with Passport.js. But this is the same technique that we were using to do that as well, right? In your assignments, you have been using I think the test database, right? And that was already configured when you first copied from the template, right? So here I'm doing it again from scratch, right? When I'm not using that database, I'm connecting to this specific database just to show you how you would connect to Mongo database from scratch, right? So I'm not assuming that I'm already connected to a database, right? I'm doing it from scratch. Okay. So we wrapped that model. We wrapped it with an Express instance to create several web services endpoints, so that we can have the front end in Angular log in and register and authenticate against our local database, right? We loaded Express. We loaded the Passport library.